We would like to nominate KVPI-FM for the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters Radio Station of the Year Award. In 2023, KVPI-FM has demonstrated its dedication to its community of license, Ville Platte, Evangeline Parish, and South Central Louisiana through community service programming. In 2023, we aired 29 community service interview shows called Let's Talk About It, each of which was at least 15 minutes. These include interviews with the Student of the Year, Gabe Fontenot, in January, Kim DeVille and the 4-H Livestock Show in January, the Savoy Cancer Center Breast Cancer Benefit Walk in February. In March, Ann Jeter discussed the Louisiana Nursery Festival, and Police Jury President Brian Vedrine discussed parish events. Officials with the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Posse came in to talk about their St. Jude Trail Ride in April. In May, Angelique Bernard stopped by to talk about the Breaux Bridge Crawfish Festival, and officials with the Sunset Urban Garden Festival, as well as officials with the Boggy Bayou Festival, came by. Representative Rhonda Butler came in to talk about economic development in August. In September, officials with the Mamou Cajun Music Festival were on. In September, also, the St. Peter Catholic Benefit Cook-Off had an interview. Brian Fontenot and the Tournois Queen came in to talk about the 2023 running of the Tournois in October. Also, Sheriff Charles Gilry and his architect to discuss the new proposed jail. In November, the Evangeline Parish Teachers of the Year came by. We interviewed representatives of the Parish Animal Rescue Program for a planned benefit. In December, Food for Families Food Drive with Jean Fontenot. KVPI-FM participated in many community events in 2023 with live on-site remote broadcasts, including coverage of the 4-H Livestock Show in January, a Mardi Gras remote in Mamou, and a remote at the Swamp Pop Museum in February. The Dewey Beaufort Cajun and Creole Heritage Week remote at Lakeview Park, and the Crawfish Etouffee Cook-Off remote in Eunice in March. The Washington Old School Mall Antique Fair broadcast in April, a remote at the Boggy Bayou Festival in Pine Prairie in May, also a remote at the Book Fest at the Evangeline Parish Library. In August, we had a live broadcast at the Guédon Duck Festival. In September, a live remote at the Mamou Cajun Music Festival, a remote at the St. Peter's Church Cook-Off in Grand Prairie, and a broadcast at the Grand Hoorah Cajun Music Festival at Lakeview Park. In October, the School Board Career Day remote interviewing students and vendors, a full live coverage of the running of the Tournois during the Cotton Festival, the St. Ed's radio auction broadcast in Eunice, and a remote in Mamou for the Savoy Cancer Benefit Walk for breast cancer. In November, we had the Giant Omelette Festival remote, a live broadcast at the Louisiana Swine Festival in Basile, a remote in Mamou for the Veterans Day observance, and live election returns at the Evangeline Parish Courthouse. In December, a live broadcast covering the Food for Families Food Drive, where 3 tons of food and $3,000 were raised to help the needy. And live coverage of the All-French Police Jury meeting. KVPI-FM kept our listeners informed with local news coverage through 4 local newscasts each day at 7:30 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, and 3 p.m. We cover news from the Ville Platte City Hall, Evangeline Parish School Board, Evangeline Parish Police Jury, and the Police Beat. We also do live election returns. In 2023, we continued our tradition of local Cajun programming for the large segment of our Cajun-speaking residents in our listening area. We include local newscasts translated in French at 7:30 a.m. 6 days a week. Our popular live call-in show, Coffee Talk, La Tasse de Café in French, is on 5 days a week, and we have a swap shop trading post, Tradio, all in Cajun French. We also air a daily French word of the day to help educate our listeners in the Cajun French language. Our French programming has attracted the New York Times and many news organizations which have done feature stories. We constantly promoted an important genre of music in South Louisiana during 2023, swamp pop, a unique form of South Louisiana rock and roll that was very popular during the 50s and 60s. We program swamp pop music every week on Swamp Pop Friday. In 2023, we once again co-sponsored a Swamp Pop dance for the benefit of the Louisiana Swamp Pop Museum in Ville Platte. It was another busy year for KVPI sports coverage. We covered many local sporting events in 2023, including high school football, basketball, baseball, softball, Dixie Youth Baseball, and girls softball. Our coverage also included broadcasts of LSU football, baseball, and basketball games. In 2023, KVPI-FM has kept its original mission statement, keeping Ville Platte informed and entertained.